Aw, yeah. What's up, everybody? Matt here with Matt and Steve SC, bringing you the final game of the OSL. Day 4 played earlier today. Or, I'm sorry, Day 5 played earlier today. This is Group D, Stork versus Kwanro. So, we have Stork, of course, playing very strongly, very aggressively, and very well so far that we've seen here in the OSL. Is currently 2-0, stomped on Flash, and just a beautiful game. If you have not seen the Stork versus Flash game, go watch it. Do yourself a favor. Again, I've been just referring people to Mole Trap because I know he did a good commentary on it. And then Kwanro currently 1-1. So again, Group B, C, and D all have the same situation, which is they have a 2-0 player, and if that 2-0 player loses, there's a chance for a three-way tie. So if Kwanro beats Stork, Kwanro goes 2-1, Stork goes 2-1, Flash, who is 1-1, needs to beat Type B, which I just have a sneaking suspicion will probably happen. And if Flash beats Type B, then it's another three-way tie. So, man, this would be the third out of 4 groups that is not going to be decided by Game 5 that is going to have to go into a... or I'm sorry, Game 5 is not going to be decided by Day 5. It's going to have to go into a Day 6. So this is actually a lot more exciting than I thought it would be. So far, both the 2-0 players have lost. So Zero lost to his 2-0, and Shine lost to his 2-0. So, I always root for Stork. I've kind of caught the Stork fever from my brother, from Steve. I've always been a fan of Stork. But he can choke. That is one thing we have seen Stork do. With that thin neck of his, he can choke. Okay, that's a bad pun. All right, so we have the dinosaur toss going up against the sideways Zerg here. Of course, I say of course. This map is Eye of the Storm, cross positions, meaning that it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Zerg to try anything fast. Meaning that we're probably going to see just a standard hatchery opening from Kwanro, I'm assuming. Probably going for like a 12 hatch. That's been pretty much the standard opening for Zerg against a Protoss, unless you are trying to do just some sort of ridiculous cheese. And in that case, you would probably want to do it on like a smaller map like El Nino, like a 3-player map. That is creepy but awesome. One of those, of course, is Stork, and I couldn't tell what the other one was. I could just tell by the Stork's jersey. It's a little creepy. I don't know why you'd want a carrier as a head. I guess you could send out smaller heads to. Oh, look at the white guy with his. Wait. I think I just said I love tasteless cholera. That just sounds wrong. That sounds wrong, but that's pretty cool. Cholera getting a shout out, man. I haven't really heard much from Cholera in quite some time. It's like the new wave of all these new commentators like Husky and us, of course, and Parsecs and all those guys. I'm not hearing a lot from the old school guys, man. I wouldn't mind hearing from Cholera or maybe a little more from Rides. I know Diggity still does some stuff. Obviously, Mole Trap has been very, very committed, although I know he's in the middle of moving right now and working, which is great. Interestingly enough, he actually is moving really, really close to where I am now. So, hopefully Steve and I can have him on more, and then we can do casts for him, because we tend to take all the credit when we do casts by posting them on our channel, so maybe we'll give him some. Anyways. Going for the second cannon. I'm actually surprised at this, considering the fact that Stork knows the position, but he just wants to be extra careful, I suppose, which is not a bad thing. Stork is really good at probe microing in the base, almost on the level as I would say like a Bisu. He can keep probes alive for quite some time, just being a big pain. Although I guess I'll eat my words now because Kwanro just totally owned him. Notice Kwanro getting some extra Zerglings, and that is important information that Stork would have wanted to see, is the extra Zergling count there. So that's actually pretty good. Let me take a look at this map real quick. So yes, the secondary is very easy to defend when you are a Protoss or, well, pretty much any race. It's a very protected secondary. Once you try to get the third, that's when it's tough, because there is a third base at the top and bottom of the map, or a expansion at the top and bottom of the map, that has like 4 different entrances, and then there is a left and right expansion that does only have 1 entrance, but because it's 1 entrance, sometimes your reinforcements will be cut off. Unless you're a Zerg and you can use a Nidus Canal or something like that. A probe just chilling over there. I don't know if we're going to see some sort of hidden tech possibly. Nope. It looks like that probe might just be going in for a scout because Stork is one sneaky mofo. Now, there's that spot right at the top right of that. If he can squeeze right through. No! Kwanro quick on the draw. There is no getting by him. You will probably see Stork continue to send probes. Stork does like to know exactly what's going on, as anybody else does, as you would expect. So, but Stork is very consistent with trying to continually scout. So speed, I think that speed is going up here. I believe that's what that was. So speed going up for the Zerglings first before getting the lair. That's what they're pointing out. I believe that's what they're pointing out right now, is there's no lair tech going up right now. So no lair tech, going with a Hydralisk Den. I don't know if Kwanro's saving up to go just kind of straight up Hydralisk or to jump into Lurkers. That is one way to surprise your opponent, is to jump into something like Lurkers. And if they have not gone Observers, then they are pretty much screwed. Obviously, Protoss does have cannons, but a lot of times by now Protoss won't have cannons in their main base or anything like that. So we are going to see Hydralisk coming out here. So we are going to see a Hydra build. I'm waiting for the 3rd hatch. I'm assuming like 3 hatch Lurkers or something like that. Unless Kwanro's really trying to do something crazy and go for like a 2-hatch Lurker build. He's doing a great job of stopping all of the probe scouts from Stork. Stork being smart, man. He's like, I don't know what the hell is going on. I am getting a 3rd cannon. I don't even care. It might even be a 4th cannon there. He is preparing for the worst. Yes, that is a 4th cannon. So that's good, because Stork is going to be able to prepare for this, and because there is no lair yet, there's not going to be any sort of crazy drop going on, and Stork is about to get a scout in, about 30 seconds or so when that Corsair comes out. So this is the timing for this attack. This is when Kwanro needs to move out. Kwanro looking at the world sideways, but that's how he does it, and that's how he rolls in StarCraft with the sideways micro. Is going to come in now. He's going to try to push through the front. I don't think this is going to be successful, but a great surround there on the Dragoon, and another surround on a... oh, man. Good job. This might actually work. This could do some damage, possibly take down the Forge. Stork knows he's in trouble here. He's bringing up all the probes right now. And if Stork loses this, he is not guaranteed to go to the next round, and that is what he wants. And the Corsair almost going down careless. Stork getting a little worried here. He's trying to arrange his probes perfectly so he can block every single gap. I am a little bit worried for him here. Just a few Zealots up. Another cannon going up. Tons of cannons, forcing Stork to spend tons of money. Oh, and the Hydralisks are going to be able to pop those cannons like they were nothing, and the Zerglings are going in as well, and actually getting quite a few kills from the probes. Wow, Stork. Probe balling, dude. Now, he is going to lose some probes from this, but can he hold it? There's just a few cannons up right now. Yes, I think Stork is going to be able to hold his front door, but just pumping 2-hatch Hydralisk. Man, you do not see this build very often from a Zerg against a Protoss. And Kwanro just super creative on a huge map, cross positions, still going for what most would consider a cheesy build here. And wow, Stork having to build cannons all the way into his mineral line to try to save this. And this is really, really scary for Stork. Going to lose that Corsair? No. Stork's just trying to do what he can. He is going to lose the Corsair. Stork's only scout is gone. His only ability. Oh! Stork is talking to himself there, saying something. I don't know what that was. Maybe cussing in Korean. I'm not sure. Man, these Hydralisks are going to be able to break unless Stork can get a High Templar out or a Dark Templar. But look at that. The Overlords are coming, anticipating a possible Dark Templar desperation move, which is what happens so often. That is a lot of cannons, but that is also a lot of Hydralisks. And that gateway is going to get canceled. Luckily, Stork was able to cancel it. Stork having to spend all of his money on cannons. And I think at this point, Stork has probably lost the game. The reason I'm saying this is the fact... And then the attack coming in here right now. No. If Stork can get a High Templar out, get a good Storm off, he might have a chance. But at this point, Kwanro is going to be able to expand. Once things slow down, if they do, if Stork doesn't lose right here, Kwanro's just going to be able to expand. The one advantage right now that Stork does have is that he does have 2 bases, which is matching. But notice the observers are showing no gas. So he can't even make High Templar at this point because he doesn't have enough gas. I mean, he